Many of us wake up feeling just completely rushed.
Oh, yeah.
You
Constantly.
hit the snooze button like multiple times. You hurry through your morning. Maybe you completely skip breakfast.
Right, and you just feel stressed before the day even begins.
Exactly. And then you spend the rest of the day just, trying to catch up.
It's exhausting.
But what if a simple change in your daily routine could help you feel calmer, more productive, more focused, and more in control of your life?
It sounds like magic, but it's really not.
Today, we're talking about one habit that has transformed the lives of countless people, which is waking up early.
Yes.
Hey, listeners, welcome to English Made Simple, where you learn real English for the real-life conversation in a simple and natural way.
Glad you're here with us.
So, welcome to this deep dive. Today, our mission is to really explore the hidden biological and psychological advantages of owning your morning.
And we're going to break down why it works and how it literally changes your brain.
Yeah, and as we do this, you'll also pick up some fantastic, natural C1 level English vocabulary.
So let's jump right in.
Let's start with a big problem. A lot of people struggle to wake up early, and they just assume, well, I'm just lazy.
Right, that's the common guilt trip.
But it's actually not laziness at all. It's a biological misalignment.
That is perfectly said. It is a biological misalignment. Most people think their morning struggle is a morning problem, but it's actually a nighttime problem.
Wait, really? A nighttime problem?
Yeah. Think about it. About 1 to 2 hours after sunset, your brain starts releasing melatonin.
And that's the hormone that makes you sleepy, right?
Exactly. It signals your body to slow down. But if you ignore that and you stay awake past 10 p.m., your body gets confused. It assumes there's an emergency.
Wow. So it just pumps you full of stress hormones to keep you alive.
Spot on. It triggers this phenomenon called the second wind.
Ah, I know that feeling. You're suddenly wide awake at 11 p.m.
Right. It's a sudden surge of adrenaline and mental activity. You fought the natural sleep signal, so your brain flips back into an active state.
And then when you finally do fall asleep, you probably don't sleep very well.
No, you don't. You end up experiencing what we call superficial sleep.
Superficial meaning like on the surface, not deep at all.
Precisely. It barely skims the surface of recovery. It completely lacks the deep regenerative quality your body desperately needs.
And regenerative just means having the power to heal or restore your body.
Yes. So by doing this regularly, you are chronically depriving your body of genuine rest.
Chronically depriving. So chronically means constantly or over a long period of time, and depriving means denying yourself something essential.
Exactly.
It's basically like missing your exit on the highway.
Oh, I like that analogy.
If your natural 10 p.m. sleep window is the exit, and you just blow right past it because you're scrolling on your phone or, working, you can't just comfortably stop.
Right. You can't just pull over instantly.
You're stuck driving late into the night, totally wired. You finally pull over at 2 a.m., but the damage is already done.
The lesson is simple. Struggling to wake up early isn't a morning problem. It's a nighttime problem caused by missing your body's natural sleep window.
Which brings up a massive myth I want to push back on.
Go for it.
There's this super popular idea that waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. is just like a painful, forced punishment.
People think it's pure misery.
Yeah. I mean, as someone who really loves their bed, doesn't an early alarm just feel like absolute torture?
It sounds like it should be, but the biology tells a totally different story.
Okay, I'm listening.
When you align your sleep properly and you wake up early, your brain isn't just frantically searching for coffee.
It's not.
No, it actually naturally produces specific electrical patterns, exactly 10.5 waves per second, to be precise.
10.5 waves per second. That sounds very technical.
It just means your brain is resting right on the bridge between the theta and alpha stages of sleep.
So what does a 10.5 wave brain state actually feel like for you and me?
It feels effortlessly calm.
Really?
Effortlessly.
Yes, because in this state, your cortisol, which is your main stress hormone, is incredibly low.
Oh, it is the literal gateway to your subconscious mind. You're waking up in a naturally peaceful state rather than being groggy and panicked by alarms and traffic.
So the takeaway here is early risers aren't torturing themselves. They're taking advantage of a naturally calm, effortless brain state.
Exactly. And that calm state is the secret to why early mornings are so deeply connected to success.
Right, let's talk about that connection. I've heard the first 20 minutes of your day are crucial.
They dictate your entire trajectory for the day. Because your brain is in that relaxed alpha state we just talked about, your subconscious mind is highly impressionable.
Impressionable, meaning it's easily influenced or shaped by what's around it.
Yes, it acts like wet clay. It just readily absorbs and permanently molds itself to whatever you expose it to.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Which explains why checking a highly stressful work email the absolute second you open your eyes is just so destructive.
It's terrible for you.
You're basically taking that impressionable wet clay and stamping the word panic right into it.
Precisely. That's why high achievers actively protect this window.
Like Tim Cook or Oprah.
Yeah, they avoid their phones completely. They use this time to set positive intentions or meditate or just sit in silence.
They program their mind for resilience before the world can program it for stress.
If you remember one thing from this section, let it be this. Success starts by consciously protecting the first 20 minutes of your day from outside distractions.
And when you protect that time, you really unlock a whole cascade of benefits.
Absolutely. The first major benefit is simply having more time for yourself before the world wakes up.
Oh, pure undisturbed me time.
Exactly. There's no one demanding anything from you.
It gives you the chance to step out of your comfort zone, maybe try a new hobby, or just sit with your thoughts.
And nobody is watching or judging. You provide yourself with exactly what you need to successfully navigate the day.
The lesson is simple. Waking up early gives you the rare gift of uninterrupted time just for yourself.
And having that uninterrupted time directly leads to the second benefit, a drastically calmer start to your day.
Which ties back to that alpha and theta brainwave state, right?
Exactly. Because you are in that state, you just don't have to work as hard mentally. You aren't overthinking every little detail.
You just ease into the present moment.
Mhm.
Because think about the physical toll of rushing.
It's intense.
When you wake up late, your heart rate spikes, your breathing gets shallow, your brain is instantly overwhelmed.
You're in fight or flight mode immediately.
Right, it's like paddling aggressively against a strong current.
That's a great way to picture it.
But when you wake up early, it's like floating smoothly downstream. You are working with nature, not fighting it.
So the takeaway here is starting early allows you to ease into your day with an effortlessly calm mind rather than rushing in a panic.
Beautifully put.
Mm-hmm.
And a calm mind is exactly what you need for this next benefit, which is better focus and mental clarity.
Yes. The human brain simply cannot multitask efficiently. It operates at its absolute maximum potential when it doesn't have to juggle things.
I love thinking about the morning brain, like a freshly defragmented hard drive.
Oh, that's a perfect analogy.
While you slept, your brain cleared out all the temporary files and junk data.
Right.
So when you wake up at 5 a.m., there are 0 background applications running. The phone isn't ringing. Nobody is texting you.
You have maximum processing power available.
Because there are no distractions, your brain generates this really balanced rate between working fast and doing high-quality work.
If you remember one thing from this section, let it be this. An undistracted morning brain produces the highest quality of focused work.
Real quick, before we get to the next massive benefit if you're enjoying this, subscribe to our channel for more English listening practice.
All right, let's look at how this impacts your productivity and time management.
Because a lot of successful people utilize these early hours because they feel their life's purpose is far more important than just, a comfortable mattress.
Exactly. They value their goals over their comfort.
Let me challenge that for a second, though. A lot of people hear this and think, okay, if I wake up earlier, aren't I just forcing myself to work longer, more exhausting hours?
It does sound like a fast track to burnout, doesn't it?
It sounds awful.
It's a fair concern, but it's a huge misconception. Waking up early is not about working longer hours.
It's not.
No, it's about working better hours.
Better hours.
Think about it. When you tackle your biggest project at 5 a.m. without a single interruption, you might accomplish in 2 hours what would normally take you 6 hours in a noisy, distracted office.
Oh, wow. So you actually free up your afternoon. You aren't adding hours to the workday. You are completing the workday faster.
Exactly. The lesson is simple. Waking early doesn't just add hours to your day, it magically multiplies your productive output.
Which leads right into benefit number 5, more consistency with healthy habits.
This is a big one. Waking up before the sun shines completely changes your approach to habits. It moves you from being reactive to being proactive.
Right. Reactive meaning you just react to whatever life throws at you. But proactive means you take control beforehand.
Precisely. You aren't just reacting to the chaos of the day. You are actively structuring a space to locking habits.
Like meditation or exercise. Because if you plan to read or stretch after work, there is always a chance a late meeting or a traffic jam will ruin your plans.
Life always gets in the way at 6 p.m.
But at 5 a.m., nothing gets in your way.
So the takeaway here is that the quiet morning provides the most reliable, consistent environment to build and maintain healthy habits.
And one of those key habits brings us to benefit number 6, which is better learning and personal development.
The early morning mind is uniquely capable of deep and profound learning.
Profound is such a great C1 word here.
It really is.
It means something that is very great, intense, or deeply insightful.
And because your stress hormones are low and your mind is clear, your brain is incredibly receptive.
Receptive, meaning it is open and willing to accept new ideas.
Exactly, which is huge for anyone listening right now who is learning English.
Oh, absolutely. Think about the physical structure of your brain. Without the interference of daytime stress, your neurons can form stronger connections.
Studying advanced vocabulary at 5 a.m. when your brain is an empty receptive sponge is going to yield radically different results than trying to study at 8 p.m.
When your cognitive battery is just completely drained.
If you remember one thing from this section, let it be this: your morning brain is perfectly primed to absorb new knowledge effortlessly.
But of course, to get to that desk and actually study, you have to get out of bed first.
That is the hardest part.
Which brings us to benefit number 7, greater self-discipline and confidence.
Because the very moment your alarm goes off, you hit your first real obstacle of the day.
It's a major bump in the road,
Yeah.
and it's a very comfortable bump.
The bed is warm, the room is cold.
But choosing to get over it and leave that comfort creates this instant surge of early morning willpower.
It sets a psychological precedent for the next 16 hours.
You prove to yourself that you can do the hard thing right out of the gate. A disciplined morning naturally guides you toward a whole day of disciplined choices.
The lesson is simple. Winning the very first battle of the day builds the unbreakable self-discipline needed to achieve your biggest goals.
And that discipline naturally extends to benefit number 8, more time for exercise and physical health.
Which goes right back to our biology. When you align with your natural circadian rhythm, you utilize your body's most intense period of metabolic activity.
Just to clarify, the circadian rhythm is basically your body's internal 24-hour clock, right?
Exactly. And if you make sure you are in deep sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body does some heavy lifting.
That's the critical window for physical repair.
Yes. During those specific hours, your body releases the highest concentrations of human growth hormone.
Oh, wow.
It's a highly restorative period that literally repairs your muscles, tissues, and your entire immune system.
So when you respect that window, you wake up highly energized and physically ready to tackle the day. You actually want to move.
So the takeaway here is syncing your sleep with natural light repairs your body overnight, giving you the energy to stay physically active.
Which leaves you with an abundance of energy for benefit number 9, better planning and decision-making.
High achievers use these premature hours of the day to make their toughest choices.
Because their cognitive energy levels are at an absolute peak.
Exactly.
It makes total sense. Imagine you have to make a complex life decision, and you are using a smartphone.
Okay.
Do you want to research and make that decision when your battery is fully charged at 100% in the morning, or when it's blinking red at 5% at the end of the day?
You want the fully charged battery every single time.
Right. Decision fatigue is a real thing. Every single choice you make during the day drains that battery.
And by the evening, your brain just defaults to the easiest option, not the best one.
If you remember one thing from this section, let it be this. Make your toughest, most important decisions in the morning when your mental energy is fully charged.
And all of these benefits, the focus, the discipline, the physical energy, they all accumulate into benefit number 10, which is feeling more in control of your life.
Waking up early helps you move past those narrow-minded, limiting thoughts that stop you from experiencing what life can truly be.
Because when you wake up late and rush to work, you feel like a passenger in your own life.
You really do.
Yeah.
The world is dictating your schedule. You're just trying to keep up.
But in the quiet of the early morning, you decide when your day starts.
You set the agenda before anyone else can demand your attention.
The lesson is simple. Taking total control of your morning means taking total control of the direction of your life.
Okay, so we've covered the incredible mechanics of why this works and all these amazing benefits.
10 massive benefits.
But how do we actually implement this without suffering?
That is the big question.
Because if I usually wake up at 8 a.m., setting my alarm for 4 a.m. tomorrow is going to physically hurt.
It will hurt, and you will almost certainly fail. Because your body's neurochemistry needs time to adapt. Your internal clock cannot just shift 4 hours overnight.
So what's the trick?
The secret is gradual, sustainable change. You want to set a goal to go to bed earlier? by just 15 to 30 minutes each week.
So if I currently sleep at midnight, I aim for 11:45 p.m. for a few days.
Yes.
Then maybe 11:30 p.m., slowly walking it back until I hit that 10 p.m. bedtime goal.
Exactly. So the takeaway here is become an early riser painlessly by shifting your schedule in small 15-minute increments.
But even with that strategy, people still mess it up.
Yeah.
What are the biggest mistakes people make when trying to wake up early?
The biggest mistake actually happens the night before.
Oh, fighting the body's natural slowdown process.
Exactly. Ignoring rising melatonin levels 1 to 2 hours after sunset.
Because we just push past 10 p.m.
We push past it and we engage in high mental or physical activity like scrolling on our phones or watching intense shows.
And that completely ruins our natural neurochemistry.
If you remember one thing from this section, let it be this. The most common morning mistake is actually made at night by ignoring your body's natural signals to slow down.
So, to fix that, we need to build a truly realistic morning routine.
And a realistic routine respects the human body's intrinsic link to the natural day and night cycle.
Intrinsic meaning it's a built-in, deep-rooted connection that you just can't ignore.
It is about creating a holistic system.
And holistic means looking at the whole picture, not just one isolated part.
Right. You can't just focus on the alarm clock in the morning. You have to wind down as the sun goes down, sleep deeply during that peak metabolic repair window, and then greet the day at the crack of dawn.
The lesson is simple. A realistic routine doesn't fight nature. It works in perfect harmony with your body's biological clock. And finally, we have to talk about why consistency matters way more than perfection.
Because it is not about successfully waking up early just one time to prove you can do it.
Right. Anybody can do it once.
It's about making it a part of who you are. Successful people literally instill this habit into their DNA.
A strong, consistent daily routine supports a grand, fulfilling life far more than the short-term pleasure of staying under the blankets.
So the takeaway here is consistency is the secret ingredient that transforms a difficult morning task into an effortless, lifelong habit.
What an incredible deep dive this has been today.
We really covered a lot of ground.
Let's do a very quick recap of the major themes we uncovered.
That sounds good.
We explored how waking early lets you operate in that calm alpha state, the importance of getting deep regenerative sleep before 2 a.m., unlocking peak focus by working without distractions, and multiplying your self-discipline.
It truly is a biological superpower hiding right in plain sight.
Now, we want to hear directly from you. Where are you listening from?
And what time do you usually wake up?
Are you naturally an early riser or a night owl?
Which benefit of waking up early stood out to you the most?
And did you find this episode helpful? Let us know.
Thank you all so much for learning with us today. Remember to start that 15-minute bedtime shift tonight.
Your future self will definitely thank you. Before we go, I want to leave you with this final thought. Modern society is largely built around 9-to-5 schedules, late-night entertainment, and constant digital connection systems that actively fight our biological clocks.
It's true.
When you look at it that way, choosing to go to sleep at 10 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. isn't just a productivity hack. Maybe it's actually the quietest, most effective form of daily rebellion.
Oh, I love that.
You are reclaiming your biology from a world that wants you endlessly distracted. Something to think about tomorrow morning when that alarm goes off. Until next time.